All right, here we are, a lot of Madden NFL episode 38, 37, whatever number it is, I don't know. Browns, the Super Bowl. The Browns.
Today, from First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, it's week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports.
We come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Washington football team and the Cleveland Browns. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Oklahoma product, Baker Mayfield, trotting out there now with the rest of this Browns offense.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But it's also funny for him to work out the game, wasn't it?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know,
Stone.
they must increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win.
You dick! I am baked. I am fucked up. Yeah, I got the same feeling. I feel like I'm on cloud 9. Yeah. Damn. Yeah.
A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 14 carries, 77 yards.
That's the number 2 runner in the league. And you just know the offensive line wants to get him to number 1. Because most of the good ball carriers, they take care of their alignment. Could be gold watch in their future.
7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
Defensively, you're facing a top
I'll call you later.
points scored in the NFL. So from there,
I'm stoned.
you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. Give yourself a best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Mayfield off the play fake. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Mayfield's pass.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Mayfield throwing complete there to Hooper. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Strong coverage by Washington. And now 4th down.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it. And that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. So here is Washington now backed up a bit to start their first drive. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try to create some space.
On 2nd down now, Connor, and they're able to bring him down at the 20. A A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
A gain of a yard. First down, Washington.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Oh, shit, no!
This is picked up by the Browns. And they're going to be set up in the red zone.
At least I made the tackle.
These defenses have become so opportunistic.
Shit!
No matter what you're playing, in this case, wide receiver, you got to be careful.
They do, because there is a phrase in today's football we use all the
Damn
time,
it!
completing the process of the catch.
His knee is down.
Where the trouble begins, right?
Hey, I don't know why I'm slamming my shoe then. His knee is down.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. And I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today. So they got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
On second down, Connor. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up third down.
Staying on the ground, this time it's Smith. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Now, their bread and butter is their passing game. After that last play, maybe they need to go back to that passing game.
Well, what's been good for them along the way is they understand their identity. They are a passing team, but they do like to mix in the run every now and then just to keep people off balance. Didn't work very well on that one, but all in all, I like that philosophy.
Mayfield's going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10, just shy of midfield. And a sack. They get to him defensively, but the flag comes in, and I think the D jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you didn't. You deciphered that one correctly.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, Chubb. He's got the first down here inside the 30. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early. Running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
From the gun, Mayfield.
Oh, shoot! I didn't read that.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be at practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
Here's Smith to return it. It's a pretty good return here, so get this up to the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Now we get another look at Washington on offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They got to make amends.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help the team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And as is to be expected, this is nowhere near being good from that distance. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, partner, this is where I need the color commentator. I'm not sure what to say about that one.
Yeah, you and me both, my man. Let's just let that one go and move on.
Deal. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The pickup goes for 13. It sets him up first and goal. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that,
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Chase Young in there for sack.
Yeah!
22 on the year, and folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film, and so if this defense had 5 sacks last week, they got to keep their QB upright.
and they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Try to drop one in, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
And now a shot into coverage downfield is complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them the first down. And again, this time to the tailback. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back.
What?
That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away and it's 2nd down. The throw over the middle, take it in. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 11th touchdown of the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to the knee. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught at the 20. And he takes this way down, deep into Cleveland territory. A huge play there for Washington. 59 yards. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. 1st and goal, Washington. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. From 4 yards out. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, and the right approach and going after. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
On the crossing route, complete. It's McBride. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Chase Young picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game. And now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all. As he's
I got my foot in my rear.
Now a stoppage, and we've got Chubb shaking up on the play. Big play coming
Gas
here.
boost up my rear.
He gets attended to. We'll step aside. This will be caught.
Oh, shit. Oh, he got the 1.
11 yards, but still not enough. 4th down.
There's another example of playing football and strictly being physical. You got to think as well. Nice job reading his keys by the linebacker going out in the open space when they.
Oh.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. Touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. This is going the other way. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see.
Washington will take over the 1st and 10. 31-yard line.
They're set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That'll go as a loss of 5. Now a play fake here on first down. Slings this deep from the, and it's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And Washington has tied the ball game with the extra point still to come. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up. And we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far. Fun to watch. Lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Browns offense trotting back. They'll run on first down. It's Bradley, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Right down.
It's not easy playing the corner, is it? A lot of times you have to defend against the pass, but sometimes you have to play against the run. How about the job he did there, crashing inside to make that tackle for a loss?
And that is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
But here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. A good return there, 17 yards. And it will be Washington football now with the first. Hasn't been a great first half for this defense. Surrendered quite a few points. We'll see if they can stop the bleeding. Well, a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. But one more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. On 2nd down now, it's Bradley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So we reach an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3.
Washington 28.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Well, we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here this quarter. So, Mickey, sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now, it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And Washington has tied the ball game with the extra point still to come.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? And, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the podcast.
I just grab a nugget when I can.
And a touchback here as Walker will sit on this one. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On 1st and 10, Mayfield, and finding the tight end Hooper. And it's a leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. Ball got nothing to him. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. And 1. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. And as Washington have it, they do.
Yes!
He could to get that final little bit for the 1st down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short.
My God, I got the ball back.
Not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
Play clock down to 0. Now, this is not the way to start a drive. So that'll back them up 5. Now they need 15 yards in this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Gonna give this time to the tailback. There he goes, left side. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down.
Offense.
Bullshit!
Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
off the throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. On second down, Connor.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On third down, he'll drop the throw. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he takes this way down, deep into Cleveland territory. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 19-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. That is caught at the 7. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
Oh!
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards the gain of the keeper, and it's 2nd down. And now he'll tuck it in the run. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. It's their quarterback. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll give it here to his running back. Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. If it's a long play, so be it. The main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just give up the score.
They'll keep it on the ground. Bradley. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, it's Bradley, and he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
But Carter, none of these runs individually added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together, 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
On 1st down, it's Bradley. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football, getting him on the ground.
They'll run on 1st down. Waller. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And they've just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks. And now here's a tackle behind the line.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Firing quickly here, that's complete. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So a jump there defensively.
That's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Here we go on 4th down. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They decide to back it.
They're going to take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are an extra point away from taking the lead in this game. And now the kick is blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start? They've got his man complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
First down.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing right in, that's complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. As again, it was still 1:20 left to go in the game. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you got to play the ball, not the man winning coverage. That will keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. He's able to knock that one away.
On second down now, Connor. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as he'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. He'll look to throw. That's caught at the 2. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And Washington has taken the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go with this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 43. He'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 of enemy territory. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. Now leaving with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. And for Mayfield, this could be a free play. He's got his man to the crossing route. And he's going to get this inside the 30. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. Back to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like that there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's throwing it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. That means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
And it's really caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here now, a 2-point conversion will tie the game. The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the 2-point conversion to tie the ball game.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebrations.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. A crushing blow there as they cannot tie the game. Now the focus shifts to can they get the onside kick and have a miracle happen.
And they have to have that miracle play that they've been working on, that they've designed. You don't really just draw one up now. You've had different onside kicks. Do they have that one weak point in the defense that they can exploit because they have to have the ball back?
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
We're on to the 4th quarter now, by the way. Bank of America Stadium in Carolina. Lead change late in that ball game. The Panthers hang in front. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. So in a game that's been full of twists and turns, here's another with time winding down.
And now, as you say, time's obviously a huge factor. But all you're looking
at, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41, the 20. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this...
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
They saw something on film, and you see something on film, to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hole, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Come on, dog. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. One last shot from Mayfield here. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Defense. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone, take away. Take the points and keep moving.
And it is caught. They got it. So a touchdown and the 2-point
Oh my Lord,
conversion.
are you kidding me?
Time remaining. And
Bullshit.
Overtime. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Eddie Pinheiro sends the kickoff.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And, oh, that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick and heads straight out of bounds. So that one will be accepted. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. At the 39-yard line. The first throw in overtime for Mayfield now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Mayfield. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That's good for a Cleveland first down.
Right at the field. What the hell?
And on that last play there, he's over
That's
400
not a
yards
proper word.
passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. There's a throw over the middle.
Damn, he slammed into him hard.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 32-yard line.
At the 32-yard line.
A first down throw from Mayfield. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Number 86.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 25-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. Now he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 4 yards to pick up, first down.
10 at the 21-yard line.
And again this time the tailback. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A gain of 3, second down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. Bradley looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7.
Oh, you almost had the interception. What are you doing?
And a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3.
10-60.
So they do get the short field goal here to get them the all-important overtime lead. But, Charles, you wonder if they'll wind up ruining the fact that they were able to get down into the red zone, yet not able to find the touchdown that would have won the game.
Brandon, you're absolutely right. In overtime, when you get the ball first, the hope is your opponents never see the football. But now they're going to get a drive to try and win it, or at least keep the game alive with a field goal. And I'm getting a dictionary out to look up ruining.
Now the first throw here in overtime. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 down from about the 32. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw. And off his back foot, he'll be, and that's caught inside the 35.
The pass.
And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. Yeah, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. So that they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So out comes the field goal team once more. This to potentially keep this game alive at OT. And he got it. It's good. They answer with a field goal of their own to send this game in a sudden death. Well, this one certainly has not lacked for intrigue. Let's keep playing. What do you say?
5 by me. I'm loving what we're seeing here. This is a heck of a game. And now, guess what? The kicker may decide it again, and the next one that does it wins it.
On the return, Walker. And a good return is when he stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
And they're on the 29-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. The situation is simple. It is sudden death from here on out. We have 2 stops defensively. The next score, whatever it is, wins this game.
I can't wait to see how the defense decides to play this, because knowing that the next point you give up lose the game for you, I expect them to be more aggressive, not just play normal situational defense, but go after them, attack them a little bit, because otherwise you're always just trying to find their way to get downfield and kick a field goal. Don't sit back and wait for them to make their plays. I think the defense needs to go after them.
Charles Davis says maybe they go aggressive. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. Once that ball was popped in the air, you can almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? Anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath. And boy, oh boy, the moment of truth as it comes down. Man, that was something.
Everything magnified here in overtime.
Come on.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. A holding penalty and negates a good return as they'll start just past the 20. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And he'll give it here to his running back. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
3.
They give it off here to the tight end. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That's caught by Howard. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 9 yards that time. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 10 yards there, good for Washington first down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to.
Now Mayfield lost the football, and it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone. And a costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security, and in overtime, so paramount.
Gordon, do you ever wonder, maybe they talk about it too much?
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like you can, but maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here, that it almost became self-fulfilling.
And any points beat them here, field goal or a touchdown now. And I know you with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold
on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, breaking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown in the game.
Yeah! Finally! Holy crap. Yeah. Yes.
See it making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Washington, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. Then they will head home next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they suffer just their
All right,
second
let's interview
loss as
T.
they drop
Slater.
to 8-2 now on the year. And they will be at home next week.